What's up, you guys? It's Karma and Millie here, back with another video. I hope each and one of you are doing well today. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about being a targeted individual. But this time, I want to talk about the spiritual side of being a targeted individual, because sometimes we have to look at life in a spiritual aspect, because we do not wrestle with flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities, dark entities, demons, and things like that. All right. And so, being a targeted individual, sometimes you are going to attract darkness, okay? Because you carry the light. Targeted individuals carry light within them. And so, when you are carrying the light, you are always going to attract darkness your way. You're always going to be targeted because of your light, because of the light that is shining through you. The reason why targeted individuals will always attract darkness and narcissists and other spirits is because of your light. And when you are being targeted, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It is because there's something that the darkness can see, okay? They can see your light shining. And when we talk about targeted individuals in the spiritual aspect, darkness can tell from light and dark. They can tell who is operating in light and who is operating in darkness. That's why sometimes you have to be careful of your energies, because certain spirits can attach themselves to you and they can bring you into a lower energy. They can bring you into a lower vibrational energy. And that's why you always have to watch your energy, because you can easily be targeted by these spirits. Okay, there's all types of spirits. There's a spirit of depression, there's a spirit of envy, there's a spirit of jealousy, there's a spirit of sabotage. And so you always have to protect your energies from these spirits, because these spirits come from the darkness. Okay, they come from these lower energies, come from darkness. And so if you are operating in light, you are operating in, a spirit of happiness, peace, abundance. You're loving, you're kind, you're caring. But the spirits that come from darkness is, the lower energies, being wicked, being evil, not caring about anything. Okay, you're not caring about other people's feelings, or caring about other people's emotions, that kind of spirits. And so when you are a targeted individual, sometimes darkness can tell if you are operating in light or if you are operating in darkness. You have been targeted ever since you was born. Once you came out of your mother's womb, the enemy has been watching you. The enemy has been studying you. The enemy has always targeted you because they knew that you are special. They know that you were sent from God. They know that you had a special assignment. And so the enemy is always going to target you. You have a special assignment to accomplish. You were sent here from God because you have a special purpose to accomplish. And what the enemy is trying to do is the enemy is trying to either still kill and destroy you because of your light, because of your purpose. And so what the enemy is going to try to do is the enemy will try to destroy you. The enemy will try to target you in so many ways. The enemy will try to target your finances. The enemy will target your mind. The enemy will target your spirit. The enemy will target your ability to operate in your gifts and in your calling. Because the enemy does not want you to fulfill that assignment. Okay? The enemy is not going to make it easy for you. You're always going to be oppressed. Okay, the enemy is going to continue to oppress you. He's going to continue to oppress the targeted individuals, to make their life miserable, because the enemy does not want you to experience peace. The enemy does not want you to experience joy and abundance. The enemy basically wants to make your life miserable. Okay, that's why he's always going to keep attacking you. That's why he's always going to constantly target you. because of your light. He's always going to target your mind. He's always going to interfere with what God is trying to do in your life. Okay, the enemy is always going to try to block your blessings. And that is why you are being targeted. They know what you carry. They can see your future. They can see what you will become in the future. They see the power that you hold. They see the gifts that you hold. They see the light that is shining through you. The enemy wants to destroy that crown that has been set upon your head, because God has placed a hedge of protection around you. God has placed a crown on your head. God has given you authority to use that power. God has given you authority to have power over the enemy. That is why the enemy is afraid of you. You have the power to stop what the enemy is trying to do in your life, because the enemy is trying to create chaos in your life. The enemy is trying to create destruction. He's trying to destroy everything that God is giving you. Targeted individuals will always be targeted. They will always be gang-stalked. They will always be oppressed. They will always be persecuted, because the enemy knows who you are. The enemy knows what you carry. They know that God has sent you for a very special purpose. He knows why you are here, because you are here for a very special purpose. You are here to make some changes in this world. You are here to change the system. You are here to deliver people. So many of you are being oppressed right now. So many of you are being targeted right now. You're being targeted in so many ways. Your finances are being targeted. Your mind is being targeted. Your families are being targeted. You have been sent here because you have been chosen by God. You have been sent here because you have been picked by God. You have been marked. God has placed a mark on you. One thing you got to understand about the enemy is the enemy knows who you are. Okay? The enemy knows who you are. The enemy knows you by your name. Your name carries power. When you walk in your power, you have the power to break yoke off of you. Because the enemy does not want you to operate in your power. He wants you to be weak. He wants you to be weak-spirited. When you finally stand up for yourself and you stand up against the enemy is afraid of you. Okay? He's afraid of you because God has already given you authority. He has already given you power. And you have to let that enemy know that you do not have the power to keep oppressing me this way. You do not have the power to keep blocking my blessings. You do. So being a targeted individual, you're always going to be targeted in different places. You're going to be targeted at your work job. You're going to be targeted when you are around families, friends. You're going to be targeted everywhere you go. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. Okay, we are fighting against the kingdom of darkness. And that is why your life is being attacked this hard. That God is about to strengthen you. Okay, He's about to strengthen you so that you can overtake the enemy. So that you can destroy the enemy's plots and plans against your life. This is your season of elevation. This is your season of blessings. And the enemy is trying to stop your blessings, okay? The enemy is trying to do everything to stop you from receiving your blessings. But what I hear from the Holy Spirit is it's not going to work. The enemy is not going to succeed. He's not going to stop your blessings, okay? He's not going to come in the way of your blessings, because God is getting ready to interfere. He is getting ready to fight for you. He is getting ready to destroy the enemy on your behalf.